Okay, open your books, please, to page 12. Okay, we started this book last time. Who can remember, put your thumb up if you can remember what a food chain is. Last time we read about what a food chain is. Isaac, you tell Dallas.
A food chain is where, like, say that, like, I ate a lion ate a baby cheetah, and then something else ate the lion, and
Okay, so
goes on and on.
okay, good. Dallas, tell us what Isaac told you. What is a food chain?
Isaac said that one animal eats the other, then another animal comes and eats that one, and then once the last one eats that one, that one doesn't get eaten.
So the chain ends when one of the animals isn't eaten by anything. Good, very good. So the food chain is showing what eats what in order. Very good. Okay, on page 12, find the word alike near the top. Alike.
Like,
Do you know what alike means? Dallas, do you know what alike means?
like,
Things are alike. If two things are alike,
they're the same.
they're very similar to each other, almost the same, that's right. Or they are the same. So this says that food chains are all alike in that they all show one animal eating something and then being eaten and then being eaten, like that. Good. Please find the word energy. It'll be around the middle of the page. Can you find that word? Around the middle of the page, find the word energy. Kind of nearer to the bottom. Middle to bottom. You found it? Good job. What's the word?
Energy.
Good. What is energy? Do you know, Lucas?
It means, like, say that I had to stay in for recesses, both of the recesses, and then, like, when I get out of school, I'm all crazy because all my energy builds up.
Okay, so your ability to do things, the power to do things, and food gives us energy. If we didn't have any food, then we'd lose all of our energy. Good example. Can you find the word depend near the bottom of the page? Depend.
Depend.
Near the bottom of the page. What's that word, Dallas?
Depend.
Mm-hmm. Can you find it in the last sentence, Lucas? Here you go. What word?
Depend.
Depend. Depend means to need something, to rely on something. Now, it says that all animals depend on green plants, even though all animals don't eat green plants. So look at the picture on page 13. Does the hawk need leaves?
No.
Does he need leaves? Look at the picture of the hawk with the wren. This is what we read last time. The hawk has the wren inside in this picture because he ate the wren. And the wren, what did the wren eat? Remember, Isaac?
He ate the caterpillar.
Caterpillar. And what do caterpillars eat, Dallas?
Caterpillars eat leaves.
Eat leaves. So if there were no leaves, would the caterpillar be around? No. And if there were no caterpillars, would the wren be there? If there was no wren, would the hawk be there?
No.
So does the hawk need leaves?
Yes.
It needs them. Does it eat them?
No.
No, but it does need them. All animals need leaves and other green plants, even though they might not personally eat them. Very good. Put your finger on the first word there, and I'll begin. There are many, many food chains, more than anyone can count, but in one way, they are all alike. Can we go back to the first word together?
There are many.
Let's try that again. Back it there.
There are many food chains, more than anyone can count, but in one way they are all alike.
Good. And that one way is the green plants. My turn. All food chains begin with green plants. Green plants are the only living things that can make their own food. They are the only living things that do not need to eat something else. Okay, go back to all.
All food chains begin with green plants. Green plants are the only living things that can make their own food. They are the only living things that do not need something else.
To eat.
Let's go back to that in the middle of that line right there. That. Ready?
That do not need to eat something else.
Good. So the plants don't have to eat anything. My turn. At green. Put your fingers on green. Green plants take energy from sunlight. They use it to make food out of water and air. All animals depend on green plants for food, even animals that don't eat plants. Go back to green, please.
Green plants take energy from sunlight. They use it to make food out of water and air. All animals
Let's go back to
depend.
all. Ready? Follow with your finger, please.
All animals depend on green plants for food. Even animals that don't eat plants.
Good job. Who do you want to be the whisper reader first? You want to be the whisper reader first? You remember to ask each other at the bottom of the page something that happened. Let's let them get started first, I think.
Hawks, for example, do not eat green plants, but the hawk ate the wren, that ate the caterpillar, that ate the leaf of
Hawks,
the
for
green
example,
plant.
do not
And
eat
so
green
the
plants, but the
hawk
hawk
is
ate the
to
wren
green
that
plants.
ate the caterpillar that ate the
Food chain
leaf off a green plant, and
plants as
that
such,
ate the
as
leaf
much
off a green
as
plant,
the
and
caterpillar does.
but off the leaf of a green plant, and so the hawk is linked to green plants.
The hawk and
the
wren
food
need
chain,
their own
it-
green plants.
And so the hawk is linked to green plants through the food chain.
Nice job.
It needs the plants
Take a
as
walk.
much as the
Take a walk
caterpillar.
and look around.
caterpillar
You will
does.
see parts of many food
Take a
chains.
walk and
Look
look
at the
around
leaves
the
and
wheel.
flowers of
You
the
will
plants.
see parts
Look
of
at
many
the bark
food
of the
chains.
tree.
Look at the leaves
Look
and
at
flowers
the
of the
fruit.
plants.
Look
Look
at the
Hold on a
seeds
second.
that have fallen to the ground.
Take a
What
walk and look
animals
around.
are
You
eating
will
them?
see. You will see parts of many food chains. Look at the leaves and flowers of plants. Look at the bark of trees. Look at fruits, nuts, and seeds that have fallen to the ground.
How do you know that boy
What
said it?
animals are eating them? You might see a grasshopper eating a blade of grass. You may not see another animal eat the grasshopper, but you can find out which animals eat grasshoppers by going to the library. You can read up on grasshoppers and any other animal you've seen. You can draw food chains.
Maybe not see another animal.
Your drawings will show that one chain may be the start of several food chains. The animals of the oak tree may be food for caterpillars. The leaves of the oak tree may be food for caterpillars.
What happened?
The leaves of an
oh,
the leaves of an oak tree may be food for caterpillars.
You don't see
The
grasshoppers
leaves
eating
of
them.
an oak tree may be food for caterpillars. Beetles may bore into trees.
Your drawing
Trunks. Tree
will
trunk.
show
Beetles may bore
that
into the
one
trees.
plant
Trunks.
may be the start
Trunks.
of
I mean,
several food
yeah.
chains.
Of
The leaves
course,
of an oak tree
Beetles may
food
bore
for
into
caterpillars.
trees.
Beetles
Trunk.
may bore
Acorns.
into the
This
trees.
is acorns.
Acorns are food
Acorns
for squirrels.
are
Chipmunks.
food
Blue
for
jays
squirrels,
and dinner.
chipmunks, blue jays, and deer.
Acorns.
What happened?
Acorns are food for squirrels, chipmunks, blue jays, and dinner.
Good. How do you say this word?
Chipmunks.
Good. What's the word?
Chipmunks.
Nice. So, this same plant
Okay.
part can be eaten by the caterpillar, but what's this?
The drawing
Where did the acorn come
will
from?
also show that most
The tree,
animals
and this guy eats the
are
acorn
part
too.
of
And
several
even
food
beetles
chains.
eat some of the
Chipmunks,
bark,
for
bark of the
example,
trunk.
eat many
So this food
foods.
chain shows
They
that
eat nuts,
all of
seeds,
these
berries,
are
buds.
eating.
They
The
may also eat
drawings
insects,
will
snails,
also
and
show
other small
that
animals.
most animals are part of several food chains. Chipmunks,
Good.
for example, eat many
Chipmunk
foods. They
is
eat nuts,
eats a lot of
seeds, berries, buds. They may also eat insects, snails, and other small animals.
So what is this picture showing?
That it eats like nuts
and
and
chipmunks
berries
themselves are
and
eaten by
bugs
weasels,
and
bobcats, foxes, coyotes,
insects
hawks.
and
So
snails.
These
He
animals
eats more
may
than one
also
thing?
eat
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
of the things chipmunks eat.
And chipmunks themselves are eaten by weasels, bobcats, foxes, coyotes, hawks. These animals may also eat some of the things chipmunks eat.
Good. So
Weasels
what is this picture
eat
showing?
bobcats,
A
foxes.
coyote,
No,
a chipmunk,
bobcats,
a chipmunk,
foxes eat
fox,
weasels.
weasel, and a hawk, and a
Foxes
bobcat
eat-
All of these
eat this.
he can eat the chipmunk, and he was able to eat lots of things.
Try drawing some of these
Try
food
drawing
chains
some
of the
of these
page. You
food
will
chains on one page.
try
You
drawing
will
some
have
of these
arrows
food chains on
branching
one page.
in all
You will
directions.
have
Now you
arrows branching
have
in
drawn
the
a food
directions.
web.
Now
Food
you
webs are
will
made
have
up of many
arrows
food chains.
branching in the
Whoa,
directions.
tripping.
This one.
In all directions.
Everything needs
You will have arrows branching in
What
all
happened?
directions. Now you have drawn a food web.
Okay,
Food webs are made
like
up.
you'll have
of
arrows
many
everywhere on
food
one
chains.
page if you make a food
Okay,
web.
let's all talk together for a second. Can an animal eat more than one type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the chipmunk who can eat all these different things, like you had here. Can more than one animal eat a certain thing? Like a tree in this picture? Can more than one animal eat from that tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does the author want us to know about a food web? About food webs. What does the author want us to know about food webs? Isaac?
Food webs are these. They just have arrows going everywhere, and because like chipmunks eat grasshoppers, berries, acorns, and the coyote eats the chipmunk and all that stuff.
Good. So Isaac said this is a picture of a food web. What's the difference between a food web and a food chain? Put up your thumb if you know the difference between a food web and a food chain. What was a food chain again, Lucas?
A food chain is that the hawk ate the
You listening down?
the hawk ate the what's it called? Wren, and the wren ate the caterpillar, and the caterpillar ate the leaf.
Good. So Dallas, does a food chain go in a straight line or all around?
It goes
The food chain. In a straight line, because this is eaten by this, which is eaten by this, which is eaten by this. So a food chain is a line. So Dallas, what do you think is the difference? So everyone think about this and put your thumb if you know. What is the difference between a food chain and a food web? Can you picture maybe a spider's web? Does it go, what does it look like? Maybe that might help you with the answer. What's the difference between a food chain, which is in a straight line, and a food web? Dallas?
It's like I can't remember what I was saying.
So if the food chain goes in a straight line, what does the web do?
Oh, the web it like goes around that.
It goes around in different directions. And why does it go in different directions, Lucas?
Because
Why does a food web go in different directions instead of the straight line?
because like the squirrel gets eaten by the bobcat, and it can also get like eaten
Right.
by the fox.
Very
and
good.
The weasel. and
So
the
instead of just one food chain where the chipmunk will be eaten by, instead of a food chain, Dallas, where the chipmunk will be eaten by just one thing, what will the food web show about the chipmunk? Will he be eaten by just one thing in a food web? No. He'll be eaten by more than one thing. And what will the chipmunk eat? In a food chain, the chipmunk would just, you'd show the chipmunk eating one thing. But does a chipmunk eat only one thing?
No.
No. So what will it show about the chipmunk's diet, what the chipmunk eats? In a web, in a food web.
Yeah, food web. I told you what a food web,
You
but
did.
the difference from a food chain and a food web is, okay, an acorn doesn't eat anything, so something will eat that, and then that comes, and then that will eat that. That's a food chain, and then but more things will eat the same thing. See, like let's see, like things will eat more than just an acorn or something.
Right. So the chipmunk might be shown to be eating the acorn and other things.
A squirrel or something.
Oh yeah, and the squirrel is shown to eat it too. And then the chipmunk might be eating several different things also. Like in this picture, he eats the berries also and the bugs. Nice job. Let's keep going for just a little longer. Who's the whisper reader now?
Use.
We're going underline now.
On land, most food chains are short, but
Look at this. Is this a food chain or a food web?
food chain.
scientists
Yeah,
still
it's going in one
have much to learn
On
about
land,
them.
most food
They have
chains are
even
short,
more to learn about
but
food chains
scientists
in the
still have
seas.
much to learn
These
about
chains
them.
are
They have
long.
even more to
They
learn
are
about
also
food
hard
chains
to
in the
study
seas.
because most
These
of the
chains
plants
are
and
long,
animals live underwater.
They are also hard to study because most of the plants and animals live underwater. In the water, as on the land, food chain begin
Scientists
with green
think there are
plants.
more
Some
food
of the
chains
plants are tiny.
on
You
the
need
sea than on land.
crop
In the water,
mic-
as on the land,
mic-
food chains begin with
microscope
green
to see
plants. Some
them.
of
Some
the
are
plants
tiny.
are tiny. You
Some of the
need
plants are tiny.
tiny.
You need a microscope to
You
see
need
them.
a
Some
microscope
are
to see them.
bigger.
So some
The
are
green
big.
plants are food for many tiny creatures, with
No.
which become
What
food
happened?
for bigger creatures. Small fish are eaten by bigger fish, which are eaten by still bigger fish, which are eaten by even bigger fish.
Good. So are food
The
chains
green
found
plants are
on
food
land
for
only?
many tiny creatures,
What else
which
did we just learn
become
about
food
The sea,
Yeah,
for
they're under
bigger
the sea
creatures.
too.
Small fish are eaten by bigger fish, which are eaten by
Looks
still
similar to the
bigger
hawk and the
fish,
wren. Nice job.
which are eaten by even bigger fish.
Hey, good job. So Lucas just told me the answer to this question. Are food chains found only on the land?
No.
No. Where else are they found, Alice?
They're also found underwater.
That's right. Very good.